Okay, listen up. We're going to infiltrate all the gaming and second-hand shops and immediately head for the sadly diminishing retro game section. Wait for that one douchebag who stands in front of said section for what seems like a damn hour to finally move. Once there, we're looking for anything of interest to add to the collection. RPGs, survival horrors, quirky Japanese games, and of course, anything rare and obscure. And remember, avoid all car boot fodder like this garbage. We have something. Unfamiliar cover, good. Unknown developer, excellent. It's The Plan! What the hell? Never heard of it. Perfect! That little skit isn't far from the truth. Sometimes when on the hunt I do come across the game that I've never seen before, and that usually justifies a purchase. And today's game, The Plan, is no exception. Released in 2006 by Ghostlight in Europe and Crave Entertainment in the US, The Plan was a budget title that just gets thrown out there without much fanfare. So far I haven't had much luck with budget titles because a lot of the time they can be bad. Very bad. Budget title has a stigma of being coupled with shovelware. Is The Plan any different? Well, let's pop this in and have a go. The Montreal Museum of Art is soon to hold an exhibit of 2 Rembrandt paintings that's never been shown together before. This would be a tempting prize for anyone who might want to permanently borrow them. And lo and behold, here they come. Enter Taylor, Siegel, Foster and Valerie, a group of professional thieves who have been hired by the Mafia to steal the Rembrandts in exchange for a big tasty diamond.
Just say the word, Taylor. Go.
The operation goes smoothly until Siegel botches an alarm deactivation.
This doesn't look good.
Stephen, what in God's name are you doing?
I can't go down for this.
Foster immediately bolts with the van and Valerie, leaving Tyler and Siegel to their own devices.
You guys are a liability. Taylor, save yourself and let the pickpocket take the fall.
Santa Monica County Jail, 5 years later.
Hey, Magic Man, it's your lucky day. You have a visitor.
Now enough time has passed, Taylor plans to get the group back together, break Siegel out of jail and go after that treacherous bastard Foster. Breaking Siegel out is a short mission acting as the tutorial. From the opening sequence, it comes to no surprise that the plan is a stealth-based Ocean's 11 heist 'em up. Is that a genre? Well, it is now. Valerie shows up posing as an FBI agent, which will allow to get Taylor further inside. The three have to work together, which will become integral to the game's main mechanic. What I immediately like about this game is how well it's presented. Pressing select will bring up the map and objective screen, and look, a map that's actually useful. You can zoom in, pan it around, and you know where you and your allies are by their own little icons, and those little icons appear next to the clear objective list indicating who can carry them out. And you don't even need to stop what you're doing to take a peek. Pressing L3 will bring up a live overlay. You see that with the developers? That's how you map! Once all 3 characters are in place, you now have control of all of them. In a similar vein to Martian Gothic, the idea is to use the 3 available characters' abilities to work together. But instead of having to swap between them, in the plan you control them all at once. It's less complicated than it sounds. The plan's main mechanic is its multi-screen system, a main and 2 subs. You can rotate who you want to control via the main screen with the R2 and L2 buttons, but you don't even need to do that. Holding either R1 or L1 will control the respective character in the sub-screen. But does having 3 game screens at once slow the frame rate down? A little yes, but not unplayably so. There are several missions, but all take place across 3 locations, not including the prison break tutorial. After the botched robbery, Foster has ended up with only one of the Rembrandts, and any potential buyer has only interested them as a pair, and the other is now on display at the Prague Museum of Art. Foster, still in league with the Mafia, has boarded a train to Paris. He has a plan, and we need to sneak on board to see what he's up to now. Each character has unique skills. Valerie can crack safes, Siegel can pick locks, etc. So make sure you're using the right person for the job. The aim here is to swap out the Mafia's diamond for a fake one and obtain the blueprints for the Prague Museum. To get past people is usually a simple matter of distraction. When needing to access a restricted part of the train, have one character talk to an attendant making them face away while another can just sneak on by. Each stage has an amount of money that can be taken, and doing so is essential if you want to play multiplayer. The three characters can be controlled by other people if you so wish, but not right off the bat. You need to collect all the money in that stage to unlock the multiplayer for that stage. So if you and one or two other friends want to play through this, you need to 100% the game in single player first. Well, with the blueprints obtained and our little ace in the hole in place, it's time for the big heist. Now this is where the plan really shines. It's not a simple matter of sneak in, get painting, sneak out. The heist takes place across 4 stages. Meticulous planning and preparation is required, which definitely feels more satisfying and realistic. Photographing points of interest, scanning security cameras, taking ID cards, hacking security systems, all the while keeping the museum staff unawares. Money is not the only thing that can be picked via pockets. Important items can be obtained this way with what would appear to be in real life the dumbest and most obvious thievery ever. The pocket picking minigame has you slowly approaching the target's crotch, hands stretched out, keeping your hand within the ghost hand as closely as possible. Oh, shit. But I did get used to the heist prep stage. You want to know why? I came across an unwinnable stage and had to do it again. Towards the end of the stage, the museum director's pocket needs picking, and a guard with him needs distracting. They're in the auditorium, so Valerie turns on the projector, the guard leaves, Valerie hides, the pocket is picked, and the guard returns. After the item is scanned, you need to put it back. So Valerie turns on the projector again, but this time the guard stays by the protection booth. So if you hide Valerie inside instead of leaving in time, she cannot escape and you can't complete the mission. You might think, well, why don't you just have one of the guys talk to the guard to make him face the other way so she can climb the ladder? Nope, talking to him won't actually do anything this time and you can't voluntarily restart the checkpoint. And it wouldn't matter anyway because the game puts the checkpoint here so you're screwed either way. A bit of an oversight, I think. The night of the heist introduces some new characters. There are 7 in all. Working together gets more involved here. There's this clever moment when you need to avoid pressure-sensitive floor panels through the eyes of a different character. And when in the museum's subterranean level, security doors need to be held open for others to pass. I've been dwelling mostly on the technical aspects of the plan instead of the story and characters because that's what this game is. It's cool spy tech, the game. The story is nothing revolutionary. I mean, guess what happens when you finally get hold of the museum's Rembrandt? You go after the one in Foster possession. I know, thrilling, right?
All fingers and toes accounted for.
My ears are ringing, but I'm intact.
The remaining stages take place at Foster's mansion/unknown facility. I say facility because of the warehouses and the way too elaborate underground system. Here you have 2 teams working simultaneously. Now that's what I like to see, a plan going as smoothly as possible. Shit! Mafia! Shit! Okay, we can escape through the underground tunnel. Shit! Mafia! Additional Mafia! Shit! Okay, we have the painting. Can we finally get out? Flippity shit spinach! Foster! Shit! Foster! Fuck! Shit! Foster! Fuck it! Let's blow the place up! Shit. This has no place being a budget title. This is too good for that. I played through this when I first got it and enjoyed it just as much playing it through again for review. Again, the story is nothing special and the characters are rather one-dimensional, but that's not what makes this. It's how well it's been technically executed. The 3-player/3 screen interface works very well. Stealth is actually effective and all the tech crammed into this feels plentiful but doesn't feel forced. If you enjoyed the heist missions in GTA 5 and the Payday games, definitely give this a try. Sadly, the PC version doesn't seem to be available through the usual digital download services, so tracking down a physical copy is your only bet. Which is a shame as the PC version could be updated to have online for the multiplayer. So grab a couple of friends if you're willing to beat it yourself first, fire this up and enjoy that cheesy porn music.